I am aware.
I'm not loud. I just had to adapt to my
I
surroundings.
didn't say it. No, I really did. I had to adapt to my surroundings.
That's how she gets attention.
It's rude.
It's true.
She is loving that.
That's what we're about here. All the truth.
All the truths.
All the time.
We're family. It's
Oh,
truths.
are we supposed to be speaking truths?
Truths.
Okay.
It's
Here's the
about to
truths.
go down.
Here's the truth. Y'all ready? Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Daily Biker Podcast.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah, I hit record like 20 minutes ago.
I'm sure you did.
Your neighbors heard everything.
I'm sure.
Sorry, no one listens to this. It's okay.
Yeah, who are we kidding? Nobody listens
Never
to
listens
this
to
shit.
it. It's not.
I don't even listen to it.
Are we supposed to listen to what? No, I'm kidding. All right, let's start. Let's start going around the room. Introduce everybody to yourself. So, my name is Marcus. I am
Oh, already got one.
your clueless leader. Yeah, I just wouldn't set that on the table.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
like I was saying,
Hey, Marcus.
hey,
Set that.
yep, yep. Sorry,
Too close
the
to
dog made a party foul.
Oh, Bobo. It's fine.
So, hey, everybody, welcome to the Daily Biker Podcast. My name is Marcus. I am your clueless leader. We're going to go on a learning journey today, and I got some beautiful people that are going to help me do that. Number one on that beautiful people list, Muffin.
Hello.
Number two on that beautiful people list, Miss Stephanie.
Hey there.
Number three on that beautiful people list is Megan.
Hi.
And then I got two assholes with me. Lewis.
Number uno, asshole.
Asiolo.
And the D-Man.
Yellow.
You hate the D-Man, aren't you?
I do hate
He hates that name.
I
absolutely
want
hate
somebody
It
out
is a
there.
lazy attempt at a nickname.
It
It is such a good nickname that he hates it that much. That means it's
I
a
would
great
have
nickname.
hoped for much better from you.
Oh,
With your creative
Marketing expertise.
marketing
Well, right?
expertise.
Yeah.
At least
And
he
you
didn't call
coming
you
at us
Big
with
D or
D-Man?
something.
Well, then that would have been true.
Oh my
D-Man.
god.
Listen here, No Show Jones. I don't need anything
That's the kind of creativity we need. Not
Yeah, so I
D-Man.
guess we should point out the fact that we have Megan and Lewis on the podcast tonight.
Yes.
We're here
They're
finally.
here.
We have everybody. We have a full house.
Yes, we have the whole flipping crew.
We have a very packed bedroom.
Well,
Office,
office.
recording studio.
Recording
We have a
studio.
very packed
Mobile.
recording studio. This is the White Lightning Harley Davidson Mobile Studios, coming from their new usual spot until we can get kicked out of this spot and have to find a different usual spot.
Well, if we start adding more people, we might have to move to a new location.
Yeah, I'm thinking now, like, if Shannon had came to the podcast tonight,
We'd have to kick one of the women out.
No, we have one more spot.
Well, we could
Sacrifice the
we could go over
women.
there in the corner.
That's pretty tight by the door. But look how much space is between.
Well, Heather's got room. She could scoot
Yeah, I can
closer
scoot
to you.
over.
I don't know.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Well,
If I pull that too hard, it'll fall over. So, anyways,
it's not going to fall over. But.
yeah, no pictures tonight. So I have a couple things on the docket that we need to discuss. I know it sounds.
Are you breaking up with us?
no.
So, why we
Never
brought
would
you
you
guys
do.
here today?
Oh.
No.
So, first thing I want to talk about is toy runs. We had another toy run today. Unfortunately, Stephanie had Christmas decorating today.
Oh darn.
That's
Oh,
important.
darn.
That
I
is
was
very
inside and
important.
nice and warm. Not raining.
And not wet.
Yeah.
Not wet, yeah.
I wasn't really that wet.
I was cold.
I also was not cold.
Megan said she was cold.
I was cold.
So
Megan had on like a t-shirt and a pair of blue jeans with rain gear.
Rain
what I
gear,
would've
it's not
worn.
warm.
I would have had
Yeah,
on
right,
also
yours not
like.
warm.
So for
I
instance,
try to lie to myself.
I had on a t-shirt with a sweatshirt over that, and my soft shell jacket that's waterproof, windproof, and then my leather vest.
Mhm.
I was just fine.
I was fine.
I have on just blue jeans, but I also have on thermal socks with my boots.
that's too much work.
Did you have her hot sockies?
I have Christmas.
I did not need the hot sockies today.
Hold up. I have the
He's got Christmas socks.
wagon with the Christmas tree socks.
I think I got my Maker's Mark socks on. No, no.
We're all talking about socks here.
So mine look like flannel shirt,
yeah.
but they're
I ain't showing you my socks. I'll tell you
they're
my whole damn
they're
way
like
to show it.
Walmart wool
I sold
blended
Lewis's
thermal
socks.
socks. So anyways,
Mine
anyways,
are warm.
Hey, you want to see my socks? This is the socks I wear. I rock.
Well, you got those tall boots, so it didn't matter.
So, anyways, toy run. So this was the toy run we had today was the Catoosa County Toy Run, which is usually the biggest.
Yes.
Yeah.
The weather was very questionable today.
However, the weather.
Yes, it was supposed to stop running at 9, and then they said it was going to stop running at 10, and they said it was going to stop running at 11.
Yep.
Then they changed that to 12,
Yeah.
and I know very specifically at 11 because we had a tech conversation with Daniel and I
Yeah.
at 11:20, and he was asking. And this conversation went all the way to 11:30 when I responded to him when he was asking about the rain. I said, "Well, we leave in an hour, so we're okay." And then it was still
Still raining.
a little wet, like
Little
drizzle.
misty.
Just it actually wasn't so
Actually,
between
for the ride
my
down
house and
there.
there. Yeah, it was dry. Once we got down there, though, it
It
started
started
sprinkling.
misting again. Yeah.
So what's fun is I always tell people, "Oh yeah, it's at the Big Lots parking lot down there." Well, apparently Big Lots moved a while back, and I didn't realize that.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people on the side that were in the new Big Lots parking lot when they
Yeah.
were coming down. They were stuck behind traffic.
Yeah. So next year, for anybody that wants to go,
Former
it happens
Ross.
at the AutoZone parking lot
Yeah.
on Lafayette
Rosie's.
Road.
Roses.
Yeah,
Rosie's.
Parking lot.
What is Rosie's?
Roses.
It's like a
Roses,
knockoff
yeah.
Kmart across, like in the
And
big
it's
area.
right where
What a
Big Lots was.
fantastic bathroom.
So it's up.
When
Well,
children
maybe
are-
Rosie's has like stuff like Big Lots had because I remember there were several years that we went and it was like, oh, Big Lots isn't or Big Lots is there. I haven't bought a toy. I'll just go up to Big Lots and get a toy.
You could do that here at that place.
Okay.
Yeah, Roses had toys in it.
The dealership. No, I'm gonna say it was.
Let me pick you up, please. Oh, she will.
I had mentioned it, but it was not my doing. I'm going to give the full credit to Jennifer, the service manager at White Lightning, for allowing us to have the truck and trailer. And I mean, her porters do stuff at the shop. You know, when they're not delivering bikes, they have stuff they have to do. But she was willing enough to let a porter go down there. So we had a truck and trailer down there for support in case anybody needed gas, air, broke down on the ride, or any of those types of things. And we actually ended up using it because people showed up in cars and dropped off toys, and we loaded toys up in the truck too.
So
able to
there's
take
no air
toys.
chuck on the truck.
Yeah, he forgot the air chuck. So
They had air.
yeah.
No way to give it to you.
So that being said,
Although it was at an AutoZone, you could have just.
yeah. I saw some stuff online, and we were discussing this earlier, Muffin and I, that said 277 motorcycles.
I don't think that's right.
No, either.
There was at least 100 bikes in the parking lot when we got there.
Yeah.
And 5 times that pulled up after we got there.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
If I had to guess, I would say 500 to 600.
Sounds about right.
I don't know who got a kill at 277.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That was a lot of motorcycles because I remember.
Well, the
I
road
was
right
in,
behind
like,
us had at least 100 in it.
oh yeah, I think I was like mid of the pack, and I
Yeah.
mean they were stretched way out.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I was basically one bike behind you. There was a guy on a black, I think it was a Softail with hard bags, but I don't know. It could have been a Road King directly behind you. And I was kind of next to him. Like sometimes I'd be beside him. Sometimes Shannon Love would be beside me, and Shannon was behind that guy.
There's a Road
Yeah.
King.
Now,
So-
now I would say I was a little bit further back in the pack than you guys. When they passed the Walmart on Battlefield Parkway there, the back of the line that I could see was up over the hill by the was it the high school that's
Okay.
right there. So they were past. They were still coming through that
Yeah.
red light before the high
That's
school.
500 easy, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, when I passed Walmart, the front of the line, when we passed the traffic light right in front of Walmart, the front of the line was already starting to go up the hill,
Yeah.
which is a half a mile down the road.
I'm going to say
So
probably-
too deep would say 5 feet
Yeah.
space between bikes. Yeah,
I'm going to say a minimum of 700. That's
I'm gonna put it closer to 5 myself. But okay, either way, how many ever bikes was there? This toy run, when the weather's nice, typically it'll turn out between 25 to 3,500 motorcycles.
Yeah.
We were kind of discussing that because typically you get down that parking lot at 1 o'clock, and that was the thing. We got made sure the porter was down there about 12, and he called me and he's like, "Dude, there's hardly nobody there." And I was like, "Well, I know." But if the weather had been nice and he'd got there at 12, there had already been 500 bikes in the parking lot when he got there at 12.
Oh, yeah.
well, because at 12 it was still raining. I mean, because even me and Lewis were talking around 11 o'clock, like, hey, is it raining by you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was pouring here.
Yeah, well, it was raining.
Yeah, but he
we
didn't
left the
text me.
house.
You know why he didn't text me?
Well, I texted him.
Oh, well, he wasn't going to text any of us. And I wasn't going to text you about the rain because we both own rain gear.
I have a top.
He's doing top.
I'm aware.
Well, these are semi-waterproof.
There you go.
Well, I wore my boots for the specific reason that I knew what would happen. I knew my lower pants leg would get a little wet with the wet roads,
Yeah.
but it would be on my boot. And it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, the waterproofing on these, since the accident's not very good anymore.
So, either way, you could see, though, with that toy run, that's the second one. Or is that the third toy run you went on?
I think I've been on 3 now.
I think that's
three,
the third for him.
Yeah, three.
Did you go on the Steel Horse?
I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so that would be the third toy run.
Everyone that you
went
guys have been on, I've been on.
on. Okay, so
Yeah.
3.
Yeah.
So,
And I've never done them before.
you can see with the Steel Horse toy run, there was nobody out. That was
Yeah.
the first time for us doing that. With the Walker County toy run, there was people out and there was people happy.
Was
The
that
Catoosa County
fourth
toy
and
run, though.
fourth one?
Do I?
Which one was
Farm to
that?
Fork was
Farm
the
to, I can't even
Steel
think.
Horse Law.
Farm to Fork was Steel Horse Law.
Yeah, that's right.
The Walker County one was the one that you didn't go on. I think you
Yes.
had to work. You had to work that day.
Mhm.
It left Ridgeland High School
Yeah.
and went out
Okay.
to
That one had a pretty good turnout.
about
as much.
500.
I would say there were more people in the parking lot today than there were then.
That's
Yeah.
what my thought
Yeah.
was. And
Yeah,
they counted 499, we'll say 500. Yeah, they counted slingshots. I don't know why you count slingshots in a
Did we
motorcycle
count
ride.
Jeeps?
No.
So-
I told
there
you
were-
we're not going down this road.
So there were 500 to 700 motorcycles, and then everything past that was slingshots, jeeps, and just random people that decided to join in the group.
I'll tell you what, I'll make it fair. You can have your Jeep rant. Okay?
Your Jeep.
But,
I like the M109 rant. personally.
but, hang on. But, I don't count slingshots, but I do count Miatas.
What?
Slingshots don't count,
But Miatas.
but Miatas do.
At a motorcycle rally?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Horse shit.
Oh no.
I'm
Look
gonna
what you
let you have your Jeep rant,
started.
though.
All right, come on.
If you give me this, if you go, okay, Miatas count, then I'll let you have your Jeep
They
rant.
absolutely don't. You know what Miatas count for?
Oh no.
Cars and coffee.
That's true.
Okay, that's fair.
That's fair.
Erratic, static, low.
Yeah, it's an ESL.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody heats their springs or cuts their springs and cruises through the parking lot.
Talking about somebody like that, we were over at the dog park the other day, and there was a guy in a Mazda Speed 6.
Oh, the
One of
crooked tires?
Yeah, but so he, Stephanie's
I
like,
thought they were
Amber.
like this.
Yeah.
It's called camber.
Yeah.
Stephanie's
like
like,
this.
is this car
Yeah.
broken?
It
Yes.
is. The engine.
Yes.
Yes.
It absolutely
Yes.
is. Broken.
Yeah.
Yes.
It took this guy 5 minutes to get over the speed
Oh,
humps
yeah.
leaving Heritage
Oh,
Park.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
But
god.
Well, what's funny is
But
when
it
you see the
handles
it's
guys.
so
like-
well.
It's like
Well,
this.
what's funny is you see the
Yeah.
guys
It's
that
like-
do that,
no.
and then they have the hella flush stickers. And it's like, you have no idea what it means to be flushed, do
You
you?
have no idea what flush
No
means,
part
do
of this
you?
is
Yeah.
flush. He's
No.
working on the inside quarter inch of that tire. That's the only part
Yeah.
that was contacting the ground, and he's still scraped going over everything.
You know what's so much cooler than that?
A lot?
Dodgy Bond.
What?
Dodgy Bond.
What is that?
Are you speaking fucking...
It's Japanese.
He's having a
Japanese.
stroke.
And this actually ties back to motorcycles.
Do you smell toast?
Nope, it's called Dodgy Bond. So Dodgy Bond is they're trying to say I know it sounds funny when I say they're trying to say that. If you speak to Japanese people that know what Dodgy Bond is, they'll tell you that's literally what they're trying to say. They're trying to say Dodge vans. But they're saying Dodgy Bond is how it's coming out. So what these guys started doing and how this started out was with motorcycle racing.
Mhm.
So motorcycle racers in Japan would buy essentially 15 passenger. Look them up. Type in Dodgy Bond Racing. Exactly how you would think it's spelled. Don't type in Dodge Van Racing. Dodgy Bond.
That's
So,
actually a whole different
guys
class.
take- Do what?
No, no.
Guys take these Dodge vans, like these 1,500 passenger V8 Magnum vans that are like the mid to later 90 Dodge vans. And these guys would use them for track use. So they would take out everything and they would be able to put their motorcycle in the back of them to take to the racetrack and race and all that other stuff.
Okay.
Well, some of the guys for fun started taking their vans on the track and racing them.
Okay. Google doesn't know what the hell you're talking about.
I'm telling you.
Google does not know.
Google does not
You
know.
gotta ask Jeeves.
Maybe we should use
Okay,
Bing.
that's
Just type in,
She's really
Dodge
good.
van racing. Anyways, what it is it's motorcycle riders having fun. They're taking their Dodge vans and running them around the racetrack, like during downtime. Just
Well,
good
I
knowledge.
feel like that ties into a couple. We've talked about this a few times where we all have passions for motorcycles. That's what gets us together. But we also have passions for things with other, engines, just cars in general.
Yeah,
or-
we just don't take them to bike week. I
Uh,
like
Sure.
boats. I'm not going to take my boat to bike week.
I bet you could pull
Or
one.
my
You
off.
should.
Or my
That'd be
Miata.
hilarious.
you're right,
I think you need to trailer a jet ski the next
but you
bike
take.
week we got.
Yeah,
we
we
take-
and then just haul it around.
That's what I'm talking about. You do take your Nissan to bike week.
Exactly. Towing 2 motorcycles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't show up to Buster's bike night in my Nissan.
Guess who's not going to take a Nissan to bike week in the spring?
Who?
These two.
Because neither of us own a Nissan.
Gotcha.
We're going to be taking a Volkswagen.
Yeah,
No, we're not. They are.
Yeah, they are.
They're running.
They're going to be in the comfy
we're
air
gonna-
conditioned climate.
We're going to ride to
Yeah.
Trailer Week.
to
Trailer week.
Only because the fiasco I had last time, I don't know if I'm ever going to trailer again.
What happened?
Oh, yeah.
Just a headache of trying to get trailer
Trying
park
to
at
get
the
trailer
hotel.
parking.
I feel like that's a common issue with a lot of these bike weeks. The hotels don't really have accommodations for trailers. And then
That depends on the
every-
hotel. His hotel has an entire parking lot
It
accommodated
used
for
to be a
trailer
tennis
parking.
court.
But I mean, in majority of places, they're not prepared to have every person in the hotel have a
No,
trailer.
no. Yeah, you have to have a parking lot that's designed.
Yeah,
Certain
to be able
places
to
down
have
there.
and I'd
are equipped
imagine
for
down
that.
there in Panama, it was built up well before Bike Week started.
I don't know.
Some
I'd
of
imagine
those-
that it would be.
It
Some of
depends.
those
If you
start-
Bike Week
stay,
down there has been going for about 30 years.
if you stay down on more of the commercialized side, like around Front Beach, it's pretty well developed. You start getting
Yeah.
outskirts a little bit. It gets a little bit like for us. The last year, not this year, but the year before, we parked our trailer in the satellite
beach.
right beside Buster's, that empty
Yeah.
lot over there. But like my trailer, even if they really didn't want trailers in there, what I did with mine
No, just
is
put
I
it on-
stood it up.
Oh, yeah, you have
and
an
I backed
awesome-
my truck up against it.
Yeah. Well, you have
Well, that's
a
what I
fairly
told
small
her.
Trailer.
Yeah.
When we went and we were in that parking garage, I was like, if we had that
If we
trailer,
would've
I
had that
wouldn't worry
trailer, we
about
would've had
nothing.
no
I would have
issues
folded it up, put it
whatsoever.
right behind the Jeep.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even known it was there.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but anyways, back to today.
Back to toy runs.
So we went on tour run. There was a lot of people out.
Yeah.
And even like the cars that get stopped, there was a lot of people that were like hanging out the window, waving at us as we drove by, or people
Mhm.
stopped, pulling their phones out, filming. Did you notice how many police officers
Mm-hmm.
were filming, had their phones out,
Yeah.
filming as we're riding by?
Well,
brought their
and the fire
kids.
department had a couple
Yeah.
trucks, ambulances had blocked.
Yeah, it's a
Intersections.
really big deal to those communities. Toy runs are, and like I said before, there's people I've met on toy runs that were recipients, and now they have the opportunity to give back, so they're doing such.
Mhm.
So that one, though, I think is pretty big because people kind of know where it's at. That area is really populated, and the ride is not hard.
Yeah, I mean, Battlefield Parkway is the main drag
Mhm.
through Catoosa County.
Yeah, I mean,
through
it's
Fort Oglethorpe.
it's a mile on one road, Battlefield Parkway, and then 2 miles on another road.
Yeah. But I think that was the other thing, too, that I was impressed by is even given the inclement weather that we had, the chance for rain, the dreary conditions, there were people that were parked on the side of the road just to
Mhm.
Yeah.
video and wave. People had their children out there, they're holding babies up. The babies are waving.
Yeah, I mean, I think somebody tried to throw their kid at me at one point.
I think I saw that. It might have been a doll, but,
Baby thrown.
I swerved. I was like, I ain't gonna bend my
Well,
wheel like
you know,
Lewis did.
something that I saw today that I have not seen on the other toy rides that we went on.
Santa Claus on a 3-wheeler with a Volkswagen motor. No,
That,
a Carmagia back half
yes.
trike.
Carmagia.
That's what it
Yes, that is what I have not
was. Hey,
seen.
is that a car or a motorcycle?
Neither.
What is it?
It was an older model Harley with a Volkswagen Carmageddon.
I don't know if it's an
rear
older
end.
model Harley.
I thought because I thought it said
Harley.
Harley Davidson on the side.
I could put a Harley badge on anything.
Well, doesn't mean anything, but
Exactly.
I
mean, there's a guy that used to go to Nightfall all the time. Me and Trey have talked to him. The guy with the Oldsmobile Delta 88 with a Kawasaki motorcycle in the front of it. Oh, you know what I'm talking about. It's the front half of like a 1989 model Oldsmobile Delta 88 front-wheel drive car. Like he's got the front of it, and then right behind the firewall, he has like 2 foot of the trunk. It's like the headlights of the car work, and all the tail lights on the car work, the license plates on the back. But he has no VIN number, so it's registered under the VIN from the car. So his 3-wheel contraption is registered as a Oldsmobile Delta 88.
that's kind of funny.
So he said, technically, I could get away without wearing a helmet, because if I got pulled over, I'd be like, no, this isn't a motorcycle.
Sorry, officer.
Like, well, but in that case, then your car is not.
But
fit
you
for
know the
road.
guy, because we said we were going to talk to him one day. We ran into him, like, last year, I think it was, on Brainerd Road, and we got him to pop a wheelie. Going down Brainerd Road.
In that?
Yes.
I don't remember.
You don't remember what you had for breakfast?
Yeah, I do.
What'd
What'd
you
you
have for
have?
breakfast?
Nothing.
Oh yeah, we didn't have anything.
That's why she was so hungry at dinner.
What's funny is that's what he says. He actually had 3 bowls of cereal. See, that's what I'm saying. My point
I had a bowl of cereal last night.
That was dinner and breakfast.
After I had my dinner.
But going back to
Dessert.
it, the one thing that I saw today that I had not seen in the past was there were a lot of riders that had very young children on the back of their motorcycles. I noticed that today. I didn't see that when we did the Walker County Toy Run, which was beautiful weather.
Well, it might have been, though, the length of the ride.
True.
Yeah.
And the route.
And the route. So the Walker County Toy Run, the ride is probably 10 times as long.
Yeah. And it's on back roads.
It's on back roads, curvy back roads. Whereas this one, you know,
This is more of a parade.
We were
route.
we're going, what, 25 miles an hour down 4-lane
Oh, you were
divided
going that
highway.
fast?
I think it's about what I was going.
Yeah.
I mean, I was about 2,500 RPMs in second gear.
The people that were in front of me kept slowing down quite a bit. But going back to it, there was a guy with a Honda CBR 1000 RR with his 5-year-old daughter on the back.
Yeah.
She was having the time of her life. She's back there waving at everybody. I thought that was...
There was a guy, so 2 bikes in front of me on the right side, there was a guy on a gray street glide.
Yeah.
And he had his daughter on the back, and she was just waving at everyone.
But, and I think that's the fun part.
Trey knows it. Megan has no idea that I'm talking about her right now.
Hi, so you had your daughter on the back. It's fine.
Yeah, I did have my daughter on the back, but she didn't wave.
It's getting weird.
She had the
It's
finger
getting
at a
weird
couple
real
people.
quick.
I didn't have anybody on the back of my motorcycle. I just want to point that out now. I had no children on the back
No
of my
children's.
She was
Okay.
young enough to be your dad.
It's all right. She was blonde. It's okay. It doesn't count.
Hey. She lives right there, okay? Anyways. You like how I do that? I don't say names.
That's okay. I know he looks crazy, but not that crazy.
So, anyways. No, today, like I said, today was a really good ride. It's really something to me. It warms the heart to see how much people appreciate it.
Yeah.
And how much law enforcement is willing to get involved, because you do have situations where law enforcement doesn't necessarily want to be able to get tied up. So a lot of those officers that were out there today were off duty. If you saw them, I mean, they were. There was some of the officers were out there with their kids.
Yeah.
Standing there with their kids
Yeah.
blocking the traffic and stuff like that.
Which I think it's, goes back to you talking about how a lot of the people have been recipients of the, toy runs in the past, and they want to give back. And it's just such a community event, having everybody out there, because it's easy to see where people get frustrated because the roads are blocked off. Battlefield Parkway is a main drag. I mean, there is a lot going on Battlefield Parkway. That's
Yeah, I'm going to say this. For anybody that had to go somewhere that
Sorry.
chose to go down Battlefield Parkway today, I feel bad for you.
You picked the wrong day.
Yeah. For those of y'all that saw it coming and went, I'm going to cut over real quick to Boynton Drive.
Yeah.
Good choice. Heather's clanking around. Where's your spurs at, girl?
Just call me Beth Dutton.
On the steel horse she rides.
Yeah, and the steel Jeep that we drove here today.
Hey, it's still steel.
I'm not sure if it is or not.
I'm sure there's something that's steel on it.
Aluminum.
It's
The aluminium vehicle we drove here.
Aluminium.
So, anyways, the other thing that we're going to talk about tonight. We have been discussing it more. Apparently, Lewis has been discussing it a lot with other people, too.
He's already planning on his chips.
What's he?
Are you
I
guys
think he's
getting
trying to
into
figure
the
out what we're doing.
worst?
So, the cold weather test that we're going to do.
Oh.
Yes.
So, we're shooting for possibly January. It could be February. And the only reason that would be is dependent on what the weather turns out to be in January. Because we could have a warm January.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be February before we see really cold weather. Because we're not going to do a 35-degree ride. Because
We all do that.
3-4 days a week, we do a 35-degree ride to work. We are looking for like 15 to 25, somewhere between
Yeah.
15 and 25
I would like to
degrees.
get in about 20 to 25. I think that would
Yeah.
be.
I would say under.
Ideal.
Under.
Well, I think
Yeah.
as low as 15, though.
Where-
Well,
where
the good
it's gonna
thing
be-
is, and it's not even really the temperature, like just, I want it to be really cold. It's like I was telling Shannon today, typically in Tennessee, if you get below 30, you typically have blue skies.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you don't have to worry about moisture on the road, any ice or anything like that.
Well, and the thing is, too, where we're looking at going, we're going to increase our elevation, too.
Yeah.
So we're going to drop that temperature.
Yeah.
So, but we were looking at the chart, if we get 20 degrees at 60 miles an hour, we're a wind chill at -4. But what we're going to do, we're going to go out and we're going to test. We're going to test some of the things that we've talked about, some of the different gear, because all three of us have little something different that we do, little different types of gear, different options, those types of things.
I
Just freeze
actually
to death.
want to do this. You're gonna have to build me up to it.
To see
We got
about
a freezer in the.
about
You can
getting
climb
climb.
in. It's a big
So-
freezer.
Well, okay, so for like Lewis, okay, those things he had on today, I'm sure like no wind gets through those.
No.
So he could do that, but he also has his fleece line snow pants.
Yeah.
He's got chaps. He's got something new now called hot sock.
Hot
Hot
sauce.
Hot socks.
Okay, tell us about hot sock.
Hot sake. So, no, it's not a Japanese liquor. It
Sake
is
is a Japanese liquor.
not this.
Okay.
All right, so it is basically an insulated sock to go over your toes. It only goes to about 3/4 or maybe halfway over your foot because your whole foot is not what gets cold if you have the appropriate socks and boots or shoes on. But no matter how good you're bundled up on your feet, your toes always get cold. So this is meant to just insulate your toes. It traps the body heat from your foot around your toes and keeps your toes nice and toasty. Hot sake.
So, anyways, he's going to test those. I have recently purchased an off-brand but a fairly nice version of a compression thermal set. I'm going to rock just a good pair, kind of what I would rock anyways. Those good pair of blue jeans and then leathers over top of that. Daniel he'll probably run a standard thermal.
Yeah.
with,
Standard thermal.
with his pants that he always wears,
My work pants.
and chaps.
I will wear chaps.
So mine and Daniel's chaps are the same chaps, and we'll probably both run with the liners in them because they have removable insulated liners. But the big thing there is, I think for the most part, chaps your difference would be whether you have the liner or not. For us, the difference is going to be blue jeans with a special design thermal layer versus standard thermals with.
These are like waterproof work pants.
So, like a canvas pant.
Yeah, a canvas pant.
So, it'll be kind of, we'll know, because, like, we have friends like Scott. Scott swears by wearing Carhartt pants when he rides.
I mean, this is similar to Carhartts.
But see,
Just
also
not
the
as
other thing,
expensive.
too, is like, you do leather jackets.
I do leather jackets.
You do leather jackets.
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Right, yeah.
I do soft shells.
Yeah.
And I wear a vest.
A leather vest.
A leather vest over the soft shell to help cut the wind just on the chest.
Yeah.
Where the zipper is, really. That's realistically the only thing it does. It cuts that wind. And trust me, Monday, I didn't wear my vest when I rode to go on the Pan America stuff. And I had wind coming through the zipper, and I had this one spot on my stomach. It felt like someone was holding an ice cube on my stomach. I was like, "Argh." It was killing me. I was like, I need something here. But see, like today, like I said, I mean, what I had on today I was comfortable with, but I wore that at 30 degrees and been fine, which is literally a t-shirt. This hoodie in particular, which I don't want to say is windstopper, but it's kind of more sheer.
That kind of looks like a Under Armour style.
Yeah. That would be a great assessment of it. It's that like a little bit
material.
More tight woven sheen.
Yeah.
I mean,
today really wasn't too bad temperature wise. We were probably pushing the mid 50s to upper 50s.
Well, I have rode with the same setup I've had on when we came back from Panama. My upper body never got cold. I had on a t-shirt, a flannel, a hoodie, soft shell jacket. So the only thing I had added besides what I had today was a flannel.
Yeah.
But those soft shell jackets, if you find a soft shell that advertises itself as being somewhat wind resistant or somewhat water resistant, not necessarily waterproof, but a lot of those good soft shells, the water will kind of beat off of them until it soaks in. Yeah. Those will actually do really good when it's cold because that means it has properties to help with some wind deflection.
Yeah. Well, my jacket from work is like that. So it'll actually have water beat up. And I can recharge it too with the spray.
Yeah. Well, and that jacket that I had on today is my new work jacket. And they gave us options. They were like, do you want like it's like a canvas work jacket or do you want like these soft shells? And I was like, let me get the soft shell. I want the soft shell.
Right.
So that'll be the jacket that I'll be testing because those soft shell jackets, I mean, my other one from Vega, dude, it's like $80. Mm-hmm. I mean, they're not expensive if you can't afford a leather jacket. And even if you can't afford a leather vest to go over top of that, I could very easily, I have just a Columbia vest, just like a soft fleece Columbia vest that I could throw under that soft shell and help with that core body heat.
Yeah, when you're talking about soft shell, something that I do during the not below 30-degree winter months in the past, I have a waxed cotton jacket.
Yeah.
So primarily for rain resistance.
Yeah.
But I do that and I'll wear like a t-shirt like I'm wearing and then like a fleece or a flannel underneath that. And for me, it provided enough wind stopping and warmth retaining ability, being a heavier waxed cotton jacket. Now, I would not do that at below 30-degree temperatures, but in that 30 to 50 degrees, I think that kind of setup, at least for me, it worked just fine.
Well, the other big thing the two biggest things that I'll be interested in seeing are the feet and the hands.
Yeah.
So we all have hippo hands.
Yes.
Right.
But take the hippo hands away because in theory we should all be around the same point with the hippo hands with no gloves. Okay? When it comes to the glove itself, we all three have different gloves. You have like a standard leather glove.
Yeah.
He has a leather glove. Daniel has a leather glove that's kind of Sherpa lined inside. Mm-hmm. That big heavy fleece or whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I have a set of windstopper gloves by Alpine Star. Yeah. So they're that same like soft shell design on the outside and then full fleece line on the inside, which I know down to about 45 degrees, they work perfect.
Mhm.
Yeah.
with no issues. I also know with my hippo hands, I've rode at about 40 with no gloves and been perfectly fine.
Yeah.
So the question is, and one of the other big questions too to figure out is it warmer with gloves or without? Because we were discussing like how sleeping bags, sleeping bags, you see a sleeping bag and it's designed to go down to negative 10 degrees and it's 30 degrees outside and you climb in it and you're like, dude, I am freezing.
Yeah.
It's designed for you to strip down to your skivvies and get in that sleeping bag.
Yeah.
Well, a lot of those type of items use radiant heat.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of people forget that. If you have something that retains heat, you're not going to put it off to use the thing that requires radiant heat.
Right. Well, and that's the thing with the gloves. I mean, there's quite a possibility that, at 20 degrees, my hands might be quite warm, and his might actually just be, okay
Now,
with his gloves on.
Well, I
mine
think
would not.
I think with the setup that we have in a sleeping bag, absolutely. But the big difference between what we have in the sleeping bag theory is a sleeping bag you can kind of seal up.
yeah, these still.
We're not going to seal up, but I'll tell you what it's going to do with the aid of gloves on when we are when we are riding and it's 30 to 20 degrees. It's going to take so much of the wind chill off.
Mhm.
Yeah.
As long as we don't let our gloves sit outside or sit on the bike in the garage, whatever, and it's 20 degrees and you put a cold glove on, I think your hand's going to be cold all day. You have all your helmet and your gear inside, room temperature. You put it all on.
Yeah.
When the bike is ready to go and you take off down the road, I think you're going to stay. That's going to be a big help in staying warm and comfortable all day long.
Yeah.
Well, and the other thing too is, I think for me, probably where it'll be at, and I know I've done this. I've done a set of mechanics gloves at 30 degrees with the hippo hands. And the mechanics gloves was more just because, although those things are there, those levers and the grips are still kind of chilly.
Yeah.
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 So they cut a little bit of that chill of
Mhm.
grabbing that
Mhm.
lever.
Yeah.
Because it's been outside. I mean, if it was in a heated garage, it'd probably be a totally different story. You could probably jump on it with no gloves at 30
Mhm.
degrees and go.
Yeah.
Because I have found I've worn those Sherpa line gloves with the hippo hands,
Yeah.
and I've worn I'm not sure if you've seen them. I wore them today. Just the regular textile
Yeah.
armored gloves. And you're right. The textile armored gloves are warmer with the hippo hands than the.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah.
so. I think it's because the whole radiant heat thing, you're able to absorb that radiant heat is able to get out of the textile
Yeah.
glove and still be able to reabsorb that
Now
radiant
the
heat.
wind chill is not there, but just the cold in general, the average
Well,
temperature.
the shoes are going to be the biggest thing, and I'm hoping I can find those shoes. I might have to order me some. So Columbia has something called Omni Heat. I know I talked to y'all about this, but just for the people listening to the podcast, Omni Heat
All two of you.
is a reflective material that is designed to do that same function, that radiant body heat. Well, Columbia makes some hiking boots that are waterproof, windproof, Omni Heat lined. So that in theory, I can throw on a regular pair of socks and wear those boots when it's super cold outside and be just fine. That's where I'm super interested in testing that.
I'll be curious to see when you get those how those actually work out for you, because
Yeah.
I think that's the hardest thing, because if you look at what's available out there, readily available, that you can go to any store and buy, gloves are easy, jackets are easy, chaps, maybe some lined pants, thermals are easy.
Yeah.
Boots and shoes are generally the thing that people overlook. I mean, look, we go out there all the time. How many guys are out there wearing flip-flops or just slip-on shoes riding these motorcycles?
Well-
Maybe not in the winter, but
Well,
still.
today, 50 degrees, I have on a pair of cowboy boots, and to be honest, cowboy boots, in my opinion, don't really keep your feet warm.
No. Well, they're not made to.
But I have on a pair of, like I said, pair of the thermal wool blend socks. My feet were fine today.
Yeah.
How cold could I have gotten with my boots and been fine? I don't know.
Yeah.
But I have my fur-lined Vans. I've wore those at 40 degrees with regular socks, but honestly, the material isn't waterproof or anything like that, so wind will slowly start to get through those over time. So I also have my big heavy boots that are the winter military issue boots. I wore those when I came back from Panama. My feet were chilly, but we'd also been riding for 7 hours in temperatures below 40 degrees.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I'm gonna take 2 pairs of boots with me when we go. So I'm gonna have my waders on that I had today.
Yeah.
And the reason why I'm gonna do that is because they're solid rubber.
Yeah.
Nothing's gonna get through them.
Yeah.
The problem is they're not insulated. Well,
I think those wouldn't be bad if you had on like a pair of like these socks.
So I have thermal socks that I got for early Christmas present from the in-laws. So they're the kind that trap in the heat and all this stuff. So I'm going to put the socks on with the hot sockies and those boots to see how well it works. And I think my theory is I want to take my regular like Rockies or Georgia, whatever I have with me, and if the waders, if they don't work, I'll put those on, see what a difference is. But I really do think with that sock, it turns that boot into an insulated boot at that point. Nothing's getting through
as
it.
long as you can seal it up at the top.
Yeah.
Well,
and then with my hot sockies on,
I think your boots would not be too far off from, like I said, a pair of cowboy boots. Because a good pair of cowboy boots, I mean, dude, that's a solid piece of leather all the way across the top of that. And it wraps in probably a half inch to 3/4 inch underneath the sole, and then it's glued. So nothing's coming through here. It's how long it takes to get through that leather.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But then they have, if we can find them again, those insoles. So it's a sheet that's designed to use as a shoe insole, and you cut out what you need and stick it in your shoe. That's supposed to be a radiant heat insole. So that would be another good thing to check out.
I wonder
because that's
how
an
well.
option.
I wonder how well that would work if you were wearing like a pair of your wool socks or
Well, see that, and that's what I'm wondering. So if I get those boots, what I'll probably do is I'll probably actually have 3 pairs of shoes with me. I'll wear the Columbias. I'll have a pair of thermal socks with those. If we find some of those insoles, I'll make some to put in my cowboy boots, and then I'll have on my winter military boots.
One of us is going to have to pull a trailer with all the extra clothing.
No, I have a box on the back of my bike, bro.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, I might not be the only one with a box here before long.
Probably not.
Oh, I was talking about Trey.
Oh. Now, did you see that other guy today that had the Valkyrie out there? There's one other Valkyrie.
No, I heard that there some other loser came up and talked.
I know. There were 2 of us losers out there. But he had recently found one of those backseat trunk options from a online source. It actually didn't look too bad, and the trunk had quite a bit of space in it.
Yeah,
I was
it did.
surprised by the amount of room that he had in there.
Did you see the guy that came out there on the anniversary Dyna that had on a 3/4 helmet with a bubble shield?
Not just any Dyna. Muffin
Fucking
Dyna.
Dinah.
A what?
Muffin Dyna.
So,
Are you going to have to put that in real people talk?
no.
What?
No. We're good. Moving on. His counterpart met us at the school.
Reek.
Reed's a super nice guy.
Mhm.
We got to get him riding more. But he said he just had surgery, so he hadn't been able to ride. So, yeah, we're going to, like I said, hopefully sooner than later, but we'll see what happens. Also, just so y'all know, we are working towards getting y'all some video items together. Thinking it's going to be March before you start seeing any of those things posted. Just safe bet is March. But
we got to figure out exactly how we want to do it, what formatting, and just make sure that we put out quality content, because anybody can put a GoPro to their motorcycle and do a moto vlog, but actually doing it right and making sure it's entertaining.
Well, we want that's the biggest thing.
Engaging.
We want the content to be something that y'all enjoy and not just be another person with a GoPro on their helmet recording themselves talk about, oh, there's a cop next to me, be quiet. Don't say anything. So.
Wheelie.
Stop it. So, anyways, Lewis, you have the bag.
Does this mean I get to go first?
You
No,
have to
hang
shake
on.
it.
You got to shake it so they know. This is Chop Right Sell, and if you don't know what Chop Right Sell is, this is the same game as Screw Mary Kill. We'll call it that way. That's the safe way to say it. Screw Mary Kill. So we're gonna pull 3 chips out of the bag. 3 random chips. Yeah, that's Spike. And one of them you have to customize. One of them you have to ride without doing anything else to it. And one of them you have to sell. So,
Oh, well, that's easy.
well, that's a horrible one.
Ooh.
Oh.
Have y'all kept the old chips away from the bag?
No, these are all the chips.
Oh, you just come back when you pick them already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not going to pull them out. No, it's
We'll put them in the bag for next time.
Yeah, every week we're all going to get different ones.
Yeah, because I haven't gotten any of these 3.
Oh.
No, I haven't gotten any.
Boy,
of
I've
these
got the best hand I've got in a long time. I
Do-
mean, this is right up my alley.
Okay, well, then we're going to let you go first.
All
Do
right.
any of you want to play? Do you want to grab one
Oh, I'm
each?
not allowed to talk now?
What in the world?
Just for this episode.
Just for this
One
As
each.
soon as we quit recording, you got to be quiet again.
Apparently. There's stuff I wanted to say, but earlier, but
Well, you should have butted in. What you got to say, girl?
talking about the rider going on. I wanted to go because I want to do the female's perspective of it. Because not very many females are willing to ride in 16-degree weather.
Okay,
You're going to have a fun drive home.
So can I,
Muffin
Can I-
is
am I-
mad
am I allowed
because
to do
she
this
didn't
today?
bother to say anything.
I don't like to interrupt you when you're on your spiel.
Those 2 knuckleheads do.
I'm nice. I don't want to interrupt.
I started the podcast with her being sweet and lovely.
No. You started the podcast going, don't sit over there and be fucking quiet. Don't say a word. That's how the podcast started.
It's that Coors Light.
Here, I got 3. I'm not even looking at them.
Do you 2 want to grab one each? Have fun. Might as well.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's make. We've got the gang all together. We might as well.
I'm done.
Oh, spider.
Oh, can I?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right.
All right, Lewis, do you want to go first here?
All right.
Since you are excited.
So I got the panhead, and the panhead is being ridden. Then we have the WLA. Oh, I'm sorry, wait a minute. So the WLA is going to be it's not going to be customized, but it is going to be World War II period correct. Absolutely. The gun rack. I want
Army
to
green.
do the, what is it, the leather batwing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would look fantastic.
Absolutely. So,
We see a lot of guys that take those and turn them into that because, I mean, they made military versions and civilian versions of the WLA.
yeah. Well, and I've always, what do they call it, OB green, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, and then the panhead, as far as riding, I'm gonna assume this thing is like pristine, ready to go. Dual glide.
Yep.
So yeah, that's right up my. And it was funny when I came back from Panama. The one bike that I actually wanted was a panhead. Now, I'd never wanted before until I seen one. I thought that's right up my alley. And I am getting rid as fast as I can of this Can-Am Spider.
You're not going to ride it.
100%
You're not going
is
to ride it to
going away.
every bike event.
Negative. To the first poor sap that decides they want it, they can have it.
All right. So the 3 that I've gotten, I got the Harley Davidson Z90. I've got the Sick Road King and a GPZ 900. So I am going to ride the GPZ 900. I'm not going to do a damn thing to that motorcycle, and I'm going to enjoy it in its 1980s glory. The Sick Road King.
Hang on. What is a GPZ 900? I don't remember what that is.
Think of Tom Cruise.
Okay.
My picture, that would have been a lot cooler
Yeah.
if I had a GPZ 900.
Yeah, the Top Gun Tom Cruise motorcycle, that is a GPZ 900 from that era. So 80s, 90s.
So the first gen
Kawasaki.
Ninjas.
Yeah, essentially a first gen Ninja. Now, I believe the one in Top Gun was a turbo. The GPZ.
It very well could have been. I can't remember.
Yeah, I'd have to. We'd have to go back and look. But so the Sick Road King, knowing that that is a highly modified motorcycle to begin with, I'm probably going to play with that one. You know, it's change colors on it, change the way the bars look, change the bags, just kind of have fun as I decide to bring it out to different
Is that the
events.
Peacock bike we're talking about? Okay,
Yeah.
I remember it now.
But,
Do you understand why I called it the Peacock?
I think I've seen the picture of it. And I'm trying to remember.
Do you have a picture of it?
Yeah, so the picture's on my Instagram if you go look at my Instagram. So I call it the Peacock, okay? Not because it looks like a peacock, okay? So everybody in the room knows what a peacock is, right?
The bird?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the
the word.
horse.
No, I wasn't sure if you're referring to like a motorcycle.
Wait, is it Daily Biker or...
The Daily Biker. What does a peacock do?
Be fl-
Did you say fly?
I think
No.
I got.
No, what is that? What's the big thing that a peacock's known for?
Flashy, being flashy.
Yeah, being
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They fan out their feathers.
Yeah.
Okay. And in the
Employing
world
me.
of peacocks, that's how they attract mates, is they fan out their feathers and go,
Yeah.
look at me, and
Yeah.
mates get attracted to that, and that's where they go to.
Yeah.
Okay? So with that bike is the same thing.
Mhm.
It's flashing out and saying, hey, look at me.
Yeah.
That's the sole
Yeah.
purpose of that motorcycle. And when I rode that motorcycle, I wrote in my blog about the fact that that's what that bike does, is peacocking.
Okay.
It's just some are better at it than others. And Brian, when it comes to building a motorcycle down there at Southern Iron Customs in Panama,
Yeah.
really good at it.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. That's the one that I would customize. That's a highly customized motorcycle. So changing it up every now and then, I'm going to be flashy, do what I can with it. But so the last one, and I know we had this one last week, the Harley Davidson Z90.
Mm-hmm.
While it's a fun little pocket motorcycle, I'm going to sell it because I'd have much more fun on the other two.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's a tough lineup with what you got.
Yeah.
On the
Because
hanging
I
on
would
the
love to
Z90.
I would love to have an original 60s Z90. That would be a fun motorcycle, like we said last time. Have it in the garage, enjoy it, look at it, be cool to show everybody. Yeah. Yeah. So, but once again, I mean, look, this is a motorcycle that if I go in with a different set of colors the next week, or
Yeah.
what engine did he have in this bike? The sick.
96.
Road King.
right?
I mean, it's a standard
Yeah.
V-twin. I don't think he had a whole lot of work. I don't honestly know
Well, those
what he had
bikes-
done to the engine,
Those
but
bikes generally aren't engine bikes.
Yeah,
They
it's-
are
I mean, it's
body
probably-
work.
it-
and-
96 or 103.
yeah.
I mean, he could have had a big, powerful motor in it, but it didn't necessarily
There's no
ride
there's no
like,
point to have it.
like it had that. So
Yeah, that's, and the bike, this is something that a builder can appreciate.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm not that kind of person, so I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah.
You know, that money can go somewhere
Well,
else.
the Sick Road King is a perfect bike night bike.
Yeah.
Change it, do a bunch of work to it, change it up, bring it out there, show it off to your buddies and your friends, talk about it, appreciate the work that's being done to it. Amazing, the amount of time and skill that it really takes to accomplish something of that quality. So that's exactly where I would go with
See, my perfect bike night bike,
Boss Hoss. No,
out
no.
of the ones that you have,
Well,
that's my bike night bike.
yeah,
Well,
but you know what's a great bike, not bike at Buster's?
the
Z90.
The Z90.
See, I don't know what the Z90 is.
So the Z90 is a what's the name of that company? The AMF dirt bike, Harley.
A mariachi.
Yeah, it's that. They're little 125 dirt bikes. Okay, imagine maybe a little bigger than a Grom,
Yeah.
like maybe just a touch bigger than a Grom. Are you gonna pull up a Z90
Yeah.
for him?
Yeah. That. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
You see what I'm saying? Like, think of that guy. Oh, dude, there's a guy. Okay, Buster's Bike Night Wednesday nights. There's a guy, a local guy. He like collects like these oddity
I had a
motorcycles.
Very long conversation with that guy. He's a local guy.
Yeah, he's local.
Yeah, he got the
Local
gray
to-
beard.
Yeah.
To
I had a
Chattanooga
very
or-
long conversation.
No, local to Panama.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
Buster's is in Panama.
Yeah, well,
So-
I didn't know if it.
Yeah.
Because I know a lot of people from here.
He's a
travel
local
down.
to Panama. And I don't know. Actually, I think at one point in time he said he does have like a regular motorcycle too.
Yeah, he's got a lot of old. He's got some Kawasaki's.
He
got some
buys
Hondas.
some oddities though.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we've seen him on like 3 or 4 different like Trail 70s, Honda Z50. Remember he had a Z50 out there.
And he's got 4
Little
old
CRFs.
60, 70 model Ducatis.
But the last time we were out there, he was out there with a Harley Davidson scooter. This was a Harley Davidson product.
Yeah.
It is a scooter.
Oh, we're talking about 2 different guys. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that looks like a Cushman.
So like the
Okay.
Survey car.
No. This thing looks like a Cushman scooter.
Oh. Okay.
And it had a sidecar. What did he say? There's only like 9 sidecars that they know of that still exist.
Yeah. It's,
Wow.
Because they sold, I think he said they only sold like 500 of the sidecars, and there's only like 9 of them that,
Yeah.
and he like knows where all 9 of them are, and he has one of them. So
But see, that's where.
yeah, that's the guy I'm talking about. Which guy were you talking about?
he's an older guy that hangs out at Buster's all the time, another local guy.
Yeah.
And he's got a whole bunch of older.
vintage motorcycles.
Well, this guy was
Yeah.
probably later 40s. You know who I'm talking
Yeah, the
about?
guy. I know who you're talking about because when you said
Yeah, he had the
oh,
pull start on that
Yeah.
scooter.
We're not talking about the same guy.
Because I thought he had Harley badges on something else. I'd never seen this a day of my life, and I was like, "What the crap is this?" It was so crazy.
Interesting.
So,
But see, I feel like that type of bike, like the Z90, it takes a special person to own something like that.
Yeah.
That's the vintage Z90s are going to be somebody that wants to collect that vein of motorcycles.
oh, 100%. And I'm going to tell you now. So, if you're in the Chattanooga area, you look up a picture of a Z90, you're like, "Oh, that's pretty neat." If you want to see one, come to White Lightning Harley Davidson. Okay, ask for one of the salesmen. Ask for me. We have one at the shop. So our operations manager owns one, and we have it at the shop on display. We'll take it to you and show it to you. We're not going to fire it up. It hadn't fired up in a couple years. But it's got like stupid low miles on it too.
Were they 2-stroke?
I don't
know. I feel like
I don't know a lot about that generation, like those oddity bikes that
I
Harley
think their
had.
race bikes were. If I'm not. No, that's not exactly true. I don't know.
well, because I know in the small engines of that era, it was a toss-up whether it would be a standard 4-stroke engine or a 2-stroke. So
Being Italian made it. I want to say, if I had to guess, if I had to take a guess, I would say it would be 2-stroke. But I can't confirm that.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I can't confirm it. I guess I can go ahead and work on that while you're.
It is questionable. All right, so my 3 bikes that I have, okay? I've got Lewis's favorite motorcycle ever produced, an FXR.
Oh yeah, that's what going to put Harley out of business here in a couple of years because they quit making the FXR best motorcycle ever made.
I have Lewis's second most favorite motorcycle ever made, a Ducati Diavel.
Oh, I tell you what, if everybody just had one, that'd just be a perfect all around motorcycle.
And then I actually, as facetious as I was being, I literally do have probably one of Lewis's favorite motorcycles, a Honda Rebel.
You do. Do you have a 1986 black with a little bit of chrome Honda Rebel?
it can be. It just says Honda
No.
Rebel, so we can pick whatever generation.
You hear that gaggle in there just talking? We need them to come back for the show. I would ask Stephanie to go get them,
All of a
but
sudden,
there's no
we'll
telling
say
what'll
that
happen.
Stephanie gets up and walks in there.
She's like,
She doesn't come back either.
Yeah, none of them would. They,
So,
don't, they
anyways.
don't want to be in here with
So
us.
I have a SFXR, Diavel, and a Rebel. Okay. Only because my physical size. Okay. The Rebel's gone.
Now, are you including the new 1100?
Even the new 1100.
Okay.
So, how heavy are you, Dan?
give or take 200,
Okay.
depending on how much I ate that day.
Goodness.
It's like he's
You asked
afraid
a
to.
guy that, but a woman slapped.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It depends on my fighting.
With guys, I don't care. With girls, I don't ask. So, and you're 6'3", right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm 6'2", 240.
Yeah.
The bike is not meant for me.
Yeah.
I don't know if you'd sit comfortably. I mean, you probably wouldn't sit comfortably.
Well-
You probably sit like I would, but it might have enough
Now,
ass to pull you
I
around.
will say that when I first started getting back into riding in 2019, I had bought a Honda CB250.
Yeah.
Which is, it's the same engine as the
Yeah.
Rebel 250 from that era, just not the cruiser
Well,
style.
so that's the thing. The CBR 250, okay?
Yeah.
The physical positioning for someone at 6'2" was still okay.
It was more of an upright. It was a standard
Yeah.
UJM style
But
motorcycle.
like this is supposed to be a cruiser.
Yeah.
And I'm like this.
I do, like, looking back now, like, if I were to come from the motorcycles that I currently have in my garage and then
Yeah.
go sit back on that 250,
So
it would be a baby.
there's a guy that one of our customers at the airport. His girlfriend bought one, the 1100, one of the
Yeah.
first ones that Southern ever sold.
Yeah.
He's put several miles on it, and he's probably right there, if not maybe a tad bit bigger than you, or same height. Maybe
Yeah.
weighs maybe a little bit more or less. He's put a lot of miles on that one. And he said it's great.
I know someone that has one too. And he said after about he goes, it's a great motorcycle if you're just going to ride around town.
Yeah, and
He
that's
goes-
kind of what
yeah.
that
He
thing's
goes
for.
20 miles or so. He's, it's got its things here and there that you could
Yeah.
change and do differently to make it a little bit more comfortable.
It's going to be hard to make
So-
any kind of a Honda Rebel at any
size.
motorcycle. It's just the way it's like
The design of it's kind of awkward.
you have to
Yeah.
you have to hold to the
Well,
same standard as you would hold comfort and ride longevity as you would.
Now, you
Any
know what would be
sport.
pretty cool? That motor that they put in the Rebel 1100? To put that into something like a CB platform.
Or like a new VFR with that 1100 engine.
Oh no, the VFR motor that they got now is just fine.
You know what I
But
thought?
no,
was
I'm talking
weird?
about that body style.
You know, I
Do
thought
that
it was
as like a
weird
base model
about
VFR.
Honda. Their new lineup of motorcycles. They don't have anything in the shadow line above a 750 anymore.
They haven't made anything above a 750 in a shadow in a long time.
Really, I didn't
Yeah,
realize.
Well,
in years.
They changed it out for the VTX.
Because when they dropped
that.
the
Like when I was looking at, there's nothing like a
Well-
VTX or nothing.
no, but
No, they
no,
still
that's the
make the
thing.
VTX
So like,
there, don't they?
no, they make the they still have like the Rebel or not the Rebel, the Fury.
Fury.
That's
Yeah,
a
that's all they've
1300.
got. Fury,
Yeah.
Spirit. I think that's it.
So
Yeah.
but that's the thing. When they quit doing that, the Saber 1100 that had the flames.
The
Interstate.
Magna. And
No, not the Interstate. They had one back like 2002. They sold them literally from the factory, black with flame job on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a Honda Shadow Saber 1100 or something. Anyway, around that time period is when you no longer had an 1100 Shadow. They started moving, like he said, to the VTXs,
Yeah.
and then they started moving away from the VTs or VTXs and started moving to what they called the CT.
Yeah.
Because now you do have, and that's kind of Honda's thing. They're more towards that, Goldwing being our flagship. Let's kind of make some other bikes along that lines. Because they do have the CTX.
It's actually funny that we're talking about it. I feel like a lot of the Japanese manufacturers have moved away from the cruiser style motorcycle.
Well, I think what we consider mid-size, a lot of people wouldn't consider mid-size.
yeah.
But that kind of 1,000 to 1,300 range
Yeah.
cruiser, a lot of guys have moved away from that. They have like 750 size, 750, 800 size cruiser. And then your next size up is going to be moving into an
Like a
1800
gold
Goldwing.
wing.
But can we talk about the elephant in the room though? Why
Your
was-
wife is here.
I will kill you.
Why is Honda still making the Fury?
I don't know.
Because-
What idiot? I want to know what planet this guy grew up on.
Well, here's the
That's
thing.
going into a dealership and saying the only thing that I can have right now that's going to satisfy this itch
I didn't know
is a
anyone
brand
did
new
this.
Honda Fury.
So, okay. So I want to point it out this way. Okay. When I was at Honda and they came out with a Fury, sitting on it in the dealership, riding around in the parking lot of the dealership, just riding it to the gas station, all of that.
That was the most he'd ever want to do with it.
No. It was, I thought it was so cool.
Yeah.
I thought it was the coolest thing in the world.
You
And I think
adapted
a
to
lot
your
of
surroundings.
I think a lot of people go into bomb with that same thing. You sit on it on the floor and all that other stuff. It's awesome. Okay. The first time I actually rode one, I went to pick up Heather and we went down to Nightfall. Okay. I leave Southern at their old location. I go down Russell Boulevard. I'm okay. I mean, it's not the most comfortable thing in the world, but it's pretty cool looking. I haven't made it to the ridge cut yet, and I'm going, what kind of mistake have I made?
Oh, man. How many people have said that just as soon as they've signed on the dotted line for that thing?
Well, it's amazing, too, that he's turned himself into a pretzel. the chopper styling, because that was big in the early 2000s.
It's amazing
and you
to me that
would
it still
think
sells.
that they would get rid of that in favor of like a new Shadow or something, a new VTX.
From a corporate mind, like I'm looking at this from the guys that are in the corporate office and they're deciding what lives and what dies. The thing is obviously making them money. They're obviously selling them. They wouldn't keep making them.
Oh yeah, well that goes back to the whole GM.
So
Buick
I
thing.
don't mind them.
Okay, hang
I
on.
don't mind them
Pause.
making it. It's,
Pause, Duke. You gotta leave the room.
Duke, that's
That's the second. Bo, you have to leave the room.
Bo.
That's the second time you've had a party foul.
It's that tail of his. He doesn't know where it's going.
So, anyways,
but so yeah, I mean, if Honda's making money off of them, they're making their margin. Fine, keep making them. Who is going in there and buying these machines?
I don't know. I just want to clarify. I still have 2 more chips we have to go through.
there is some executive at Honda that owns a Fury and just loves it. And he's like, I will never let it die.
Yeah.
That is exactly
So
what
my other 2 bikes I have is the FXR and the Ducati Diablo. Okay. So since I'm selling the Rebel, I hope y'all both know what direction I'm going. I'm about to sink me about $25,000 into that FXR and make it a decent motorcycle.
You'll have definitely a better motorcycle than the other one you got there.
So if you notice, I said decent
average, adequate.
because it's going to cost me. I said 25 grand. It's going to cost me at least half of that in suspension.
Well, he's going to go buy another motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to buy this M8 Softail. And then the Ducati Diablo. I think they're pretty neat bikes, just rip around town, just ride it. You know what I mean? Don't do anything to it. I think it'd be a decent bike for
the
that.
muscle cruiser segment is a unique segment to begin with. And I mean, they're cool.
Well, dealing with the chips that I was dealt.
I mean, you really. I would have went a different way. I would have definitely sold the Ducati,
And kept the Rebel.
but the only reason I do that,
But you would have done the same thing with the FXR.
Because you hate Europeans.
the FXR, I would have just done like old school. I wouldn't have done club style.
But that still would have been your custom bike.
Yeah. And the Rebel would have probably been like my second street bike. The 1986 black.
Well, with that FXR, I'm probably doing slight club style. I would actually like to do like a police style, club style though. Like I would like to kind of make it look like an old school police bike. Maybe even do like the lights and stuff. But then like have T-bars and like a powerful engine and everything like that.
Yeah, I do like that style.
Maybe even do a twin cam swap because, I mean, keep in mind that Evo's the best motor Harley ever made.
That's what I hear. Yeah, I heard they were going out of business because of that.
So,
Oh, goodness.
for those of y'all that haven't been around for those episodes, me and Lois talk about the fact that there's so many people that like when they got rid of the Dyna, that's the dumbest thing Harley's ever
That's
done.
it. They're
They're
tanking.
going out of
That's it.
business. And
Still got 60% of the market share. By God, they started that down.
I'm sure people have said the same thing when they came out with the new Sportster and the Pan America. Harley's going a different direction. They're going to die.
okay, so here's the thing, and he has made the point, and I can validate the point. When they got rid of the Dyna, there was people that were like, "What are they doing? It's so stupid." Okay, at one point in time, a Sportster 1200 Custom was $500 off the difference of getting a Super Glide Dyna. And
Good
people
Lord.
bought that Sportster all day,
the
every day,
ugliest Sportster that I've ever
and
seen.
never even took a look at that Dyna.
Yeah.
It was like, what are you doing? The
If
Dyna
you-
is so much better
If
of a
you want to
motorcycle.
talk about some of the best bikes ever made, it would be that Super Glide that they passed over.
Yeah.
Be a Honda.
Oh, no, that's the thing. Dude, they were passing over. If you had bought, we're talking 2005. If you had bought a 2005 Super Glide for $12,500 at that point in time, the bike is still worth $12,500 right now.
I'm sitting on the showroom right now. I can't remember.
That blue one?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a newer one. That's like a 14 or a 15.
That's a good. That blue and white one or blue and silver.
When did they? They didn't make the Super Glide 14.
Oh,
I made the Dyna all the way up to 17.
Yeah, the Dyna didn't make the Super Glide.
Yeah, the base model's
Because they
Super
had
Glide.
like a 96 cubic inch motor.
The base model is a Super Glide. I don't think that one is a Super Glide, though, that we have.
Yeah, it's Super Glide.
Is it? Well, I mean, with Dynas, you had Super Glide.
And
Street
14,
Bob.
they'd already went to the Lowrider and Fat Bob.
Well, you have.
And Street Bob.
Well, they still had the Super Glide, though. That's what I'm saying. They
I just
had
don't remember.
Super Glide, Wide Glide, Low Rider, Street Bob. That's the thing. They had Low Riders in the late 80s, early 90s, or whatever. Whenever they had the Dyna Sturgis edition, that's a Low Rider. Yeah, no, it's a thing.
Sorry,
It's a, yeah.
It's like
I understand it.
It's like
It
1980.
And they had the Liberty
or
edition in
87.
87.
Yeah.
just makes me
So,
laugh.
but yeah, that's the route. Heather, you got three chips.
Yeah.
What are your 3 chips that you have?
I have a Trike.
Your mom's Trike.
Softail. And then Terminator 2 Fat Boy.
You like that one?
It's almost like the Tron bike
At
from
least
last.
I know what it was.
I can't read half these. It's okay. All right. So, which one are you getting rid of? It's usually easier to decide which one you're going to get rid
I'm
of.
getting rid of the Terminator 2 Fat Boy.
Are you really?
Oh. All right.
I'm interested to see what she does.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to customize the Softail.
Oh, you going for like that deluxe Cholo? Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to make my Cholo Deluxe.
And you're just
And
going to ride
then
the
I'm
truck?
just going to ride the truck.
You know, that's honestly not a bad
You and
idea.
Mom can ride off into the sunset.
So, all right.
We can both put it in reverse, Terry.
All right. I think the question is, what trike?
Well, it just says
It says
trike.
trike,
I love this
but-
one as a vague trike.
Well, I know, but
I'm
I-
assuming she's probably going for a tri-glide. Although a freewheeler,
Actually, if I was me personally, if I'm going to buy a trike, I would buy the freewheeler.
I like
Yeah.
the
I
freewheeler.
like the freewheeler.
I'm just curious. Hey, there's so many options out there for trikes.
There
You
are,
can put training wheels on the side of a regular motorcycle.
That's
or
not a trike. Trike so the word trike means 3. When you put the mild to wild kits or training wheels or whatever, you now have 4.
There was one today at the
There's
toy
2.
run. Well, the one that I'm thinking of, I didn't see a middle wheel unless
Yeah.
it was covered by all the fairings.
It
and all
had a
that.
middle
Okay,
wheel.
I wasn't sure because I've seen a couple of those kits where they get rid of that.
So
rear
there's a
wheel.
company, I don't know if the company's called Mild to Wild, but there was a company that used to be advertised in the magazines all the time called Mild to Wild, because it's literally like you could just slide it up underneath your motorcycle and do a couple things and then go.
Okay.
So,
Really?
but yeah.
Which one?
All right,
Ginger.
Stephanie.
I had a scooter.
What does it say?
The scooter.
It said D&D scooter.
Dumb and Dumber scooter.
Yeah.
So I looked it up, and it's funny because that's actually when we took the
MSF
riding
course.
course. Yeah. And they asked us, they showed us a brochure of all the possible bikes you could possibly ride, and I was like, I'd pick a scooter. So I think it's funny.
Well, that one is
Anymore.
particular, the one from Dumb
I
and
looked
Dumber.
oh, is it? Oh,
Have you seen Dumb and Dumber?
no.
Yeah, the movie buff over here. Love a shower the scooter from Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and
Oh,
Dumber.
because I thought it was like D&D scooter. So I was typing in D&D scooter.
What is a D&D? That's a whole.
Well, they just got a free plug.
All right, everybody that wants a D&D scooter, Stephanie approves of your purchase.
Approve.
Is there a company called D&D
It did
Scooters?
show you a scooter.
Is that?
Yeah.
They did.
It's like one of those.
It's probably a scooter from Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh,
like
God.
that scooter, right?
No.
no.
There you go.
Oh,
Yeah, there you go.
that's not a scooter.
It's,
Oh,
isn't
that's
that
a
like a
scooter.
Trail 90?
No, it's
It's
some
a-
home built
It's like,
like
Western Auto.
Yeah.
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 It's a Harbor Freight.
Well,
Scooter.
the one
100%.
that I googled, I would have picked.
So Stephanie would pick the D&D branded
I
scooter.
mean, what do you think? Though? Okay, so you would ride a scooter?
Not now.
Hey, I'm going to say now, a Honda PCX 125 scooter. I took one of those home one night. It was a hell of a lot more fun than the Fury was, and I had a fun time on it. I'd ride one.
PCX or PCH?
PCX.
Okay.
Oh, it's D&D scooter rentals, and
Rentals.
She found a rental. Where are they based out of Chattanooga? That'd be fantastic.
Are based out of
they're
Panama
like-
City.
We're gonna get a new sponsor.
Anguilla. In the
Angola.
Bahamas.
So she wants to be at the beach. That's where she.
Anguilla. I don't know if I think I'm butchering the pronunciation of this, but it's Anguilla. Anguillas.
Okay.
All right.
Anyways, Megan.
She's gotta
Megan.
find it.
They got Yamahas.
It's under the trunk.
Zoomis.
Lewis is not gonna like this, but I do like the 1990 model BMW GS.
Wait. You have a BMW GS. And you very specifically pulled out and said you like a 1990 model?
I like the 1990
This is
model.
1990.
I don't know why.
Here.
Like, all of our, well, at least me and Daniel, who knows a lot about GSs, are going, what's so special about a 1990?
It's prettier.
No,
That's not a 1990 GS.
actually, that is a 1990 GS. That is actually a 1990 GS.
The what?
Yeah, that's the.
It looks like a Kawasaki.
Yeah. Well, she's looking at the R80 GS,
Oh, I like that one.
but that's a GS. It's still a GS. That's the
Yeah.
that's like their off-road Dakar style.
Yeah, maybe we
motorcycle.
should have
Oh, it
added
is
to
the
that
Dakar,
chip.
yeah.
'Cause that's not what we thought of. when we
No,
thought-
I was thinking of like a modern. GS.
Oh, I don't like the modern one.
Either way, it's what she wants. It's
She
the
wants a
chip she pulled.
1990 GS. Actually, they're really cool motors, like the vintage air-cooled BMW.
So what we're saying
motorcycle.
right now is if someone has a 1990 BMW GS for sale, send Lewis a message. He's going to
Yeah.
buy it.
Send him the
Please,
bill.
Send
him
me
the
a
bill.
message.
Send him the bill.
Actually, you know what? Call me. Call
Send Megan the message and Lewis the bill. He'll write the check for
He
you
will.
right there.
Right there, blank check.
Just bring it to the house. Don't even knock. Just come in.
We live at.
Oh, they know where you live at. We've recorded episodes there.
That's true. Yeah.
Mobile Studio Part 2.
Part two. Part two.
Cha cha cha.
I think you see me. You see that.
All right.
Ginger.
Anybody have anything else to say?
I think we are. I think we've exhausted all of our options for this afternoon.
Yeah, I got to take a pee.
Hey everybody, this is Sean at White Lightning Harley Davidson. I want to thank you for listening to the Daily Biker Podcast. You can reach the podcast on Facebook or Instagram at The Daily Biker, or you can email the podcast at thedailybiker@gmail.com. Be sure to keep an eye on White Lightning Harley Davidson social media pages for the most up-to-date information on all our events and where you can find the boys.